Okay, so welcome to this video on the DCG Student Assignment 2022. So I'm just going to do an outline overview of the project, some basic requirements you need. We've had the project for a week now, okay, so you want to be cracking on with it immediately. Right, so I'll get going. So, the project is worth 160 marks at ordinary and higher. I blacked out the submission date, so look, that's your teacher there is going to tell you that, what they want to do. Okay, so I'll get going. So your coursework submitted for your assessment must consist of two components, right? Look, a bound A3 portfolio. So a bound A3 portfolio. Okay, bound A3. So you can see the slider binder. And a USB drive. Okay, a USB drive. So there's a printed copy of the portfolio, and there's an electronic copy plus all your SOLIDWORKS files in it, okay, in your USB. Now, the portfolio at ordinary level can be no more than 8 pages. Okay, if you go over 8 pages, you will lose marks, and at higher level, a maximum of 10 pages. If you go over that, you're going to lose marks. Now, the cover page and the reference page at the back. Okay, so your reference page at the back is not included in this, as this is a replica, so just saved ink by not printing it. But like a reference page, they don't count so long as you don't fill them with pictures that it's deemed you're trying to convey extra information. Okay. Now, that's our portfolio spoken about. The USB flash drive has to contain all the SOLIDWORKS files relating to the completed assignment and an electronic copy of the portfolio in PDF format. So if that portfolio there, then I'm looking at 2017. So it's got, when you go into it, it's got portfolio in electronic format. Look, there's the PDF copy of it. So PDF copy, and then going back to it, if we go in SOLIDWORKS files, part A, so it's got all the SOLIDWORKS files, and then part B, SOLIDWORKS files again. So that's what you have to do. So it's got to be clearly identified with your examinations numbers. It's your responsibility to ensure that all the electronic materials are free from viruses. Okay, and sadly, they're not going to be, the portfolio and USB drive will not be returned at the end of the assessment process, which, yeah, a bit of a downer. Okay, what was I going to say about the USB? So, any files on the USB, it's your responsibility that they work and there's no viruses on it. So, what they mean by that is if you open this file here, if you open this here, and if you're, look, 17 components, if you're missing a component there, so if you didn't save a part on your device, okay, you're going to, it's not going to open and you're going to lose marks. So don't let that happen. Right, back to the brief. So the USB must contain one main folder, okay. So we've created a folder there called Portfolio in Electronic Format, and now the other subfolder must contain two subfolders. So new folder, SOLIDWORKS files, and we're going to go into this here, and we're going to go in new folder, part A, part B. Now that's your folder set up, okay, and no other files should be included on the USB flash drive. So that's quite a help there, so it is to get them. Okay, and it must be in SOLIDWORKS format, and you should use, okay, you need to state the SOLIDWORKS version on the front of your portfolio cover. all good practices to do to help you be in the good books of the examiner. Okay, don't use any other version, or don't use any 3D modeling software. So SketchUp, Blender, okay, 3ds Max, okay, Pro Engineer, Solid Edge, not to be used. Okay, so I was talking about that all the files, it's your responsibility that they're there. Marks will be awarded for conforming to the filing structure, and okay, a backup copy must be retained. Okay, so you should bring in a second one for your teacher. Alright, the portfolio, the USB should be placed in a protective sleeve or envelope and fixed close to the bound edge on the inside cover of the design portfolio. So, okay, when you open up your plastic acetate, tape the USB close to the bound edge there, or you can put it okay at the back edge, so you can in an envelope and tape to the back edge of it. Best to put it on the front. Okay, output 2 and 6 original sketches must be included. So for example, this is a version, this is a portfolio from a student I had in 2017, and I printed out a copy of their portfolio. So there, your output 2, it has to be the original sheet here. This is a photocopy I put in, because how else am I going to show it to current students? Alright, so you have to submit the original one here. Okay, now that's for output 2. They're old projects, so that used to be known as output 3. Okay, and then for output 6 again, so for output 6 again, the original sketches have to be put in, original sketches, so they have to be put in. Okay, the coursework has to be your own work and completed in school under the supervision of your class teacher. That's fairly simple. Okay, when using research materials, quote what you call it, make sure to quote the research source. So you'll see here. So make sure to take references. Okay, and present it in an attractive manner, award for presentation. Right, that's all I have to say on that.